This peak performance camp is designed for athletes of all levels. Of course, we have some beginners, we have some intermediates, and of course we have some national team members. We actually have people that have competed all over the world for their national teams and won medals internationally. So very diverse group, but we feel like between myself and the coaching staff that we've put together, we have something for everybody. What we really want to focus on is long-term commitment and long-term development. Because even if there are some athletes that have kind of popped up there on the international scene and have some medals, there's more people that are just trying to get there. So unfortunately, we have a culture of athletes that want to win and they want to win now, but that's really not the philosophy of peak performance. The philosophy of peak performance is work hard now, train properly, but at the same time look for the long-term goals. And those long-term goals, of course, of someday winning at the Olympic Games or even competing at the Olympic Games. So that's really our philosophy. We've been fortunate enough to have a staff of national team coaches, as well as some of my personal peak performance coaches that have been with me for a long time. So the method here is for me to present the material, present the class, and them to go around and reach the individuals to work with the athletes kind of on an individual basis. And what we do is we take our staff and we rotate them from every practice so that way every athlete can see a different coach, get a little different idea, different concept from them from a unique perspective. Some of the ideas that I like to talk about within the training system, I talked about just drilling, just kicking for repetitions, kicking for technique, kicking for endurance. And for the most part, most athletes train in this manner. But then the secondary idea that I gave them was to set up drills for setting up, for trapping, for leading in from one technique into the other, and how they work and how they apply. Very different because one, you're just kicking without any thought process. The other one is the setup, the footwork, the motion, the drawing people out, the trapping. And the last phase that I talked about was setting up, but then also recognizing what is open, what area is opening, and then attacking that area or defending that area. And that isn't something that I want to do, it's just the situation presents itself, and then I recognize it and then throw the proper attack or proper defense. So if you think about it, you have drilling, where we just kick, we have setup, where we're doing things what we want to do when we want to do them, and then the third one is recognition, where their opening is, where their weakness is, and then exploiting that. And that isn't always what I want to do, it's just what's available and what's necessary. So if I take them from step by step to step, you think about it, one becomes very physical, one becomes very cerebral, where you're thinking. And ultimately, we want to be a thinking athlete, because at the end of the day, athletes are all fast and they're all strong and they're all well conditioned. It's the people that can make the right decisions at the right time. Those are going to be the athletes that are going to come out on top and win the gold medals.